greatest.
Hey, what's up, team? Coach Shea, Pierre here, and welcome to phase number 4 of the SP Greatness Program. And it's day number 1, and I'm excited because we are starting with legs today, and this phase is all about priming and loading the body to maximize explosive power, as we will be implementing the French contrast style of training into this phase. Now, the concept of the French contrast training style is based on a combination of complex and contrast methods. Now, the idea is to use 4 exercises to induce a physiological response to train along the force speed curve. So this was originally created by French track coach Gilles Comedy and popularized by coach Cal Dietz. Now, this method takes advantage of the post-activation potentiation effect by combining 4 contrasting loading styles: heavy compound, plyometric, light compound weighted jumps, and assistant plyometric jumps to increase power production and endurance. So I can't wait to literally jump into this workout with you so you can take your performance to the next level and become the greatest version of yourself. Now, the whole workout from start to finish should only take about 90 minutes to complete. We will start with a dynamic warm-up just to prep, prime, and activate the body for success to fully maximize your ability to move with integrity throughout the training session. Now, the one shoe that I swear by and wear for absolutely everything when it comes to training and just about everything day to day are my Vivo Barefoots. This is a minimalist shoe. It's lightweight, flexible, and thin to enable you to feel the ground underneath you, to give you that proprioceptive feedback, and it's flexible to enable natural movement. It has a low profile, meaning no cushion or high heel elevation. It's foot shaped with a wide toe box to allow your feet to naturally spread and open up. Now, let's dive a bit deeper into why minimalist shoes, and in particular the Vivo Barefoots, are so important for overall performance and helping you reduce your injuries. For myself, it's all about feedback, the ability to move and groove for my body to understand its sense of its position in space with balance and movement. And this is called proprioception, which provides us with body awareness and is commonly referred to as our sixth sense. This is huge as I warm up, but even more so as I complete my plate elevated rapid response quick feet line drills, where we will work on reaction, increasing fast twitch muscle fibers, and the body's ability to enhance timing, fluidity, rhythm, and most of all, speed, as having great footwork comes with coordination, but also having the ability to have that tactile feedback to your feet. As having great footwork comes with coordination, but also having the ability to have tactical feedback in your feet. The proprioceptive system uses stretch receptors and pressure receptors situated in our muscles, joints, and skin to inform our brain about the physical environment and how we are interacting with it. A large percentage of these receptors are in our feet. They're the parts of our body most in contact with the physical environment. And if we reduce the sensory feedback from our feet to our brains by wearing thick, shock-absorbing soles, then the brain has less information to work with, reducing the quality of movement patterns that we do. So hopefully you can see how important it is to sports performance in general, as this is the opportunity to help strengthen our feet and our feedback with our body and the movements. Once complete, we will move on to the main program, where the focus is on increasing our ability to jump out the gym, and there are 4 main workout blocks that will consist of 1 to 4 movements in each block, which will be completed one after the other with a specific rest period between the movements. Each block will also be completed for 2 to 3 sets, and once finished, then you can move on to the next training block. Now, this 4-part contrast starts with A1, the barbell back squat for 3 repetitions using a 2-second eccentric lowering tempo followed by an explosive burst from the bottom position. Now, I recommend lowering to a sport-specific position, which is about 90 degrees. Our goal is to go heavy with this lift, which should be about 80% of your 1 rep max for week 1 and increasing this percentage about 2.5% weekly, so you can not only get stronger but take advantage of the post-activation potentiation with the next exercises. Now, as the post-activation potentiation is the enhanced contractile ability of the muscle to generate force with moderate to light loads after performing an exercise consisting of maximal or near maximal loads. Thus, why A1 is our heavy load. The heavy load exercise increases the recruitment of high threshold motor units, improving neuromuscular and intramuscular coordination while decreasing presynaptic inhibition. The combination of these 3 actions allows for greater force production and power output of the subsequent exercise. So in layman terms, the nervous system goes into overdrive thinking that it's going to lift a heavy load, resulting in an explosive lift of the lighter load. Also, in order to maximize your strength, you want to have a strong connection to the ground underneath you. So if you wear thick-soled shoes, you lose force and power as you push through the ground. And also the narrow toe box and high heel elevation can cause major balance instability issues, which will drastically decrease power as your body tries to fight to find the correct positioning. Now, once completed A1, rest for no longer than 60 seconds, and then complete A2, the standing body weight tuck jumps for 3 repetitions, with the focus being on quick ground contact and reactivity while minimizing knee bend, keeping a stiff and rigid ankle complex to spring off the ground, driving your knees to your chest. Once complete, take no more than a 60-second rest. Grab a pair of light dumbbells that you can jump with, not so much that stops you from leaving the ground, and perform A3, dumbbell jumps for 3 repetitions. This movement is highly explosive and increases ground reaction forces, as your intent should be to quickly and powerfully drive through the ground while fully finishing the jump as you leave the ground through triple extension. Think about being quick and reactive with each jump. Now, the final jump in the complex is A4, band overspeed jumps for 3 to 5 repetitions. Set up a band overhead onto a secure structure and hold the band in your hand or loop your body inside the band. Then forcefully explode as high as you can. Once you touch the ground, quickly explode again. Band assisted jumps are the best way to work the high velocity and quick production of force needed for vertical jumping. It allows for faster turnover rate of the muscles. At the same time, it teaches the body to move faster and higher than it normally is capable of due to the overspeed band tension, which unloads the body at the bottom position of the movement, thereby allowing the tendons to complete a powerful concentric action. And lastly, it also increases the explosive capacity of the stretch shortening cycle and beneficial joint stiffness qualities. Once completed 3 full sets of the first training block, A1, take a full recovery of about 5 minutes. Then start training block number 2, completing 6 sets, and yes, I said 6 sets of barbell hip thrusts for 6 repetitions with only a 90-second rest between the sets. The hip thrust motion mainly targets the glutes, both the gluteus maximus and gluteus medius, as well as the hamstrings. Your quads, core, and hip adductors will be working as well. Now, we want strong glutes to promote athletic abilities like jumping and sprinting and game-changing, electrifying, changing direction movements. So weak glutes are associated with tight hip flexors and sore knees and can be associated with poor movement mechanics. So targeting the glutes with hip thrusts should help with these issues and improve other lifts such as your squat and deadlift. These 6 sets will have your glutes burning for the next few days. So make sure that you guys are fully prepared. So make sure you guys are doing this with proper form and technique. Once completed all 3 sets in block number 2, rest for 2 to 3 minutes and then go to block number 3, C1, the barbell RDL for 8 repetitions for 3 sets with a 90-second rest between the sets. Now, the Romanian deadlift is a barbell movement that is used to develop and strengthen the posterior chain muscles that include the glutes, hamstrings, low back, and core. The RDL focuses most of the physical work on the muscles responsible for extending the hip and the knee from the posterior. It teaches the body how to hinge with load and develops motor control skills. The key is that it can help develop hamstring length and strength, which is critical for injury reduction. And furthermore, most sports athletes rely on powerful hip extension and posterior chain performance for acts like sprinting and jumping, and the RDL can increase all these muscles involved in such movements, enhancing overall athletic performance. Once completed all 3 sets in block number 3, we'll move on to the final training block, which is block number 4, to finish the workout. Now, this is D1, dumbbell alternating front lunges for 2 sets of 12 repetitions, 6 per side, with a 90-second rest period between the sets. Now, this movement works on force absorption, enhancing greater deceleration qualities, building on deceleration skills, which is critical for helping you reduce your injuries. As remember, it's not only about how high you can jump, it's about how great you can land, and it's not about how fast you can run, it's about how great you can slow down and decelerate, and that matters in sports. Well, it also helps develop balance, stability, and just overall body control. All right, team, there you have it. That is day number 1 of phase number 4, and we got after it. It was an explosive day. It was a day that we really did have a lot of fun, and that's what I love about this program. We not only get the physical benefits of performing at the highest level, creating more speed and explosiveness and the ability to jump out the gym, but we also enjoy the training process in general. So let me know how you guys like this video in our activity feed, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next day. So continue to be the greatest version of yourself. Let's go.
I am the greatest.